Guys, what's up guys, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is your boy Raymond McCullough, aka Dream Kid Nation, aka Dream Kid Empire, aka whatever you want to call me. It is what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. And as you read the title description below, I will be talking about depression. Let y'all know now, I have a little story time about depression, and depression is real, y'all. I'm gonna put it out right now. I know people are like, you must be in a Christian spirit or whatever, but I want to, if I can help somebody that's going through the same thing that I went through, I want to help them go through things. And depression can put you through a lot of trouble. And I experienced some trouble. And stay tuned, because it's a story time that y'all want to hear. So for me, depression, my first time I really felt depressed, middle school was some tough times. I would say I was depressed, but I felt lonely at times. And, it was just, too much stuff was going on during middle school years. And I just had a lot of pain and suffering through my middle school years that I kept from people. But I think really though, the truth be told, if people know me, I never wanted to go to the same high school as my friends. I wanted to go to a whole nother school. Man, if you were from the Volusia County area, I wanted to go to Mainland High School my 9th grade year. That's the school I always wanted to go to. And I was going to go to that school, but in the situation where I went to DeLand High, I just wanted to be with my friends at that time, man. My goal was to play football and play basketball and to win and to go to college. I felt like my childhood was pretty good. I had my ups and downs with it, but I felt like I was pretty good in football, and I was well known in football, and everybody knew me as a pretty good football player, as a pretty good basketball player, and they known for me as playing defense. But a lot of things that I kept from people, a lot of things that, that I didn't want people to know what I was going through on a regular. And one of those was depression. And I didn't hit depression until my 9th grade year. Not 9th grade year, 10th grade year. 9th grade year was somewhat depression. But 10th grade year, I was depressed. And here it is, and here how this story goes when I was depressed. People knew me from my high school from DeLand High, that me and the head coach never got along. After he lied to me, after the stuff he said about me behind the closed doors, it was a lot of dirt going on between me and the head coach, and a lot of people protected the head coach, and a lot of my friends never had my back. A lot of people that I called friends back then never had my back. So this is first thing, y'all. There's a lot of fake people, and I'm not going to call nobody name out about the situation, but a lot of my friends in high school really turned their back on me when I needed them the most. And I felt like that's showing people true colors. It's when times get rough, what they do. Never there for me. And the prime example is during the off season of my 10th grade year, it was during the off season, around January. We was doing off season training, and during training, I had trouble breathing. One of the exercises, I had trouble breathing. I ended up going home. But also during that training, I blacked out. Went to the clinic that day and ended up going home because I wasn't feeling well. Well, let's just say this, y'all. For a month, I was sick. For almost a month, I was home. Laid up in the bed. I could barely move. My body was shutting down on me. And, I was very, very depressed. And with that, I kind of, I'm going to say, wanted to do suicide, but I was so depressed to the point where I was like, man, like, forget life. And not one person came to support me. All my friends that I had in high school, not one person came and checked up on me when I was gone for almost a month. And the only reason why I came back to school sick was because you had like a 30-day thing. If you missed 30 days, you had to repeat the grade. So I had to come to school sick. And by me coming to school sick, I was in very pain. And people thought I was faking. I had people think I was really faking that job, bro. I was like, bro, are you kidding me? And through the time I was sick for 30 days, it was like 29, 28 days I was sick. I was in bed. I barely ate. I barely moved. My body was in extremely pain. And I was depressed. I was sad. I was lonely. None of my friends came to support me. And you know that feeling right there, man, just like, bro, like, dang. And I was the one that supported everybody. I was the one that was there for everybody. When they was going through some things, I was there for them. And I felt like none of my friends wasn't there for me. And that's part of the line. They was all about worrying about the coach and all that stuff. And the coach behind their back was using them at the end. That's another story to tell on another time. But man, it was rough. It was sad, it was rough, and it was just overwhelming me, man. And I didn't know what to do because I was sick for about 2 months. I think I was sick. I couldn't, my body was in pain, and I couldn't miss no more days of school, so I had no choice but to go to school, and I was lonely. I started eating lunch by myself. I didn't talk to nobody. You know, I mean, I had friends, but I didn't have friends. It was that was the bottom line of that. Like, I was feeling depressed and sad. And, you know, so guys, so I never had nobody to talk to. Only person I talked to was my mom. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, if you're going through depression, if you're going through something in your life, talk to somebody. My problem is, all my friends ghost on me. So I made the best decision for me, and that was to go to a whole nother school. And the only reason I went to a whole nother school wasn't because of the competition, it wasn't because of nothing, it wasn't because of this. It was because of the simple fact that the people I thought who was my friends wasn't my friend. So, I mean, basically what I'm telling you guys right now, depression is real. I was sick for almost 2 months. I didn't train. I didn't do nothing, really. I didn't lift weights. I couldn't do anything. My body was weak. I had classes upstairs. It was painful to go upstairs. It was just, I was drained. I was tired. I was depressed. I said I got in my depression. Being sick wise, I was sick for 2 months. Depression wise, I was in depressed stage for 5 months. I was in depressed stage for 5 months. Those were the longest 5 months of my life. And, you know, I dreaded. But I think the best decision was to go to LMP, Lake Mary Prep. That's the school I ended up graduating for high school. And that was the best decision I made. It was just, I was going through a lot at Deland High. I was going through way too much. Nobody was there to support me. Nobody didn't. You know, about it though, still today, nobody came to none of my games. When I went to Lake Mary Prep, none of my friends came, so-called friends, didn't come check up on me. But you know what I did on my bye week? I came to see them. I came to support them. I came to cheer them on. And I felt like every single one of them was fake, was flawed. And I guess I'm not gonna put no names out there, but they know who they was, and you know I don't talk to them at all. I do not speak to them. I do not even care what they do. If they come across my face, I'm gonna look at them dumb. I don't talk to them because they betrayed me, and once you betrayed me, it's over. Y'all, depression is real. I really want y'all to understand that. Depression is real. It could be the darkest moment of your life. It's scary. It's very scary. Like I said, I was depressed for 5 months. And I was depressed, man. I was very, very depressed. It was time where I just cried and cried and cried. I literally sat there and just cried for days and just, I was sick. I was in pain. Now I mean, my room stayed dark. I was just depressed. So I'm here to tell you guys, man, if you're going through depression, man, talk to somebody. Get help. I'm here for you. You need to talk to me. I've been through it all. Like I said, I've been through a 5-month stage of depressed. And it's just nothing. It's nothing to play around with. It is real. And don't let nobody tell you other than that. And a lot of people these generation don't talk. They go through the depression alone. From kids, from 3-year-old, 5-year-old, whatever, 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 13-year-old, high schoolers, whatever. You're going through depression, talk to somebody. That would conclude my video. And again, I ain't get into details of what happened with my friends, but just knew that it was a lot. It was a lot of hurtful things that was said. And at that time, I used to care about people's opinion. I used to care about what people said about me. And I used to care. Now I don't care. Hell. It is what it is, what it is, what it is. And these motherfuckers can probably die today. I won't share a tear. That's how much I was hurt. You betrayed me. Come on now. That's why Drake was right. Trust issues. At this moment, I got trust issues. And it's going to be a very long time for me to ever trust a friend. I don't even have friends like that anymore. I got people I call brothers, and that's about it, or sisters. But in this world, you came in alone, you're going to die alone. And the only thing you got is your family. Because these wannabe friends that I dealt with in high school, but on the real though, depression is real. And I hope somebody is out there for you to help you out going through it, because I had 5 months of depression and it was the worst thing in my life. But follow me on my social media. The link's in the below, you guys. I hope you enjoy this story time or lesson learned or whatever. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll have more content coming out. You never know, but oh man, rest in peace to Juice WRLD, man. Dang, my last album was cold. But until next time, y'all,